What's up, everyone? I'm Anthony Gallegos, alongside my friend Colin Moriarty.
Beyond.
And Beyond to you, Colin.
Thank you.
And we are checking out Shovel Knight, an indie PC game from Yacht Club Games, recently shown at PAX. What we have here is actually the PAX build. And I know that this is a game that's right up your alley,
Yeah,
Colin.
I'm very excited about this.
I mean, even this map right here, it's like total throwback to Mega Man and classic NES games.
Yeah, it reminds me a bit of like Mario 3 or Super Mario Brothers on Super Nintendo. It's we don't have access to all the different stages, unfortunately. We don't have access to this one, Pridemore Keep. The boss is King Knight, and like in Mega Man, each boss has like his own power, but I don't think you really adopt it. We only have this one stage though, so we don't know too much about the game yet. Yeah, we're just getting going. Notice the parallax. Look at that.
I love the music in this game. Like, they've totally nailed that old school vibe. Obviously, I think it has a little bit more colors and stuff than a typical NES game ever would have had. But
Definitely does.
you know, it's really cool. Like, obviously, yeah, you are the Shovel Knight. You have a shovel as your main weapon, which is kind of ridiculous. This game was actually just a successful Kickstarter. They weren't asking for a lot, though. So.
No, they only asked for 70,000, and they've more than doubled it so far. So they're doing like their stretch goals now or whatever.
I mean, it's really cool too, right? Like a lot of Kickstarters we see, you know, they don't typically necessarily have something playable so fast. Like, this is real, this exists, here it is.
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, it's got, like, as you can see, it's got a Mega Man thing, a Castlevania thing going. It's really got a DuckTales thing going too, which is.
Yeah, exactly. Especially that right there. I was gonna say the fact that you can bounce down onto your shovel. Yeah, and it seems like every level, like from my understanding, is totally going to have like the different sort of theme to it, you know, that'll kind of go along with the bosses. Like, I think that's why like people that have wanted a new Mega Man game and maybe didn't necessarily like Mega Man versus Street Fighter all as much, you know, like this looks like your next best hope, really.
Yeah, it is, and it's it's done by Yacht Club Games, which is a new studio that was founded. Geez, I'm not playing very well. By guys from WayForward, and WayForward is really the most true of all old school developers in the industry right now. So
they are, and they have some of the hands down some of the best game animators I've seen in a long time, which isn't too surprising considering they're like right next to CalArts, so they get all those kids straight out of school.
For sure.
Sorry, I love the way even the screen scrolls, you know, just little things like that. Like, everything about it is like delightfully old school.
Yeah, so when I've been talking to these guys for a while, even before they revealed the game, and they contacted me because they knew I was going to be kind of stoked about it, and I was excited about the idea and stuff, but I wasn't really sold completely on the game until I saw it running, and then we finally got the build and we started playing it around here at the office, and it really is a cool game. I think it's really going to be something special. They did say, even though they're trying to build it within the NES aesthetic, like you said, like you noticed, like the sound, the color palette's probably a little more developed. The parallax scrolling is probably not going to be possible on an NES game like this.
Sure. I mean, obviously it's progressive. It's not interlaced,
right.
So I mean, there are modern conventions added to it, but I think it's just kind of so telling that a game like this is still so rad. Like in a day where this PC we're playing on could just as easily run, Crysis at the craziest graphics. Like, to me, there's something very charming and endearing about something that is like so rooted in the games that I grew up with.
I 100% agree, and I'm just so happy that there's a market for a game like this. Like you said, like people want this kind of game. I mean, Mega Man 9 and 10, for instance, by Capcom, those games were profitable, and a lot of people didn't think there would be. When 9 came out, no one expected that they'd do it again. So. This is cool because it's just something totally different. It's not a throwback as much as it's a new idea made with the old style.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see whether like other platforms this game might eventually come to. Like, as a PC player, it's totally rad, and obviously Colin's playing with a controller, so it does work with a controller already. But like anytime I see an indie PC game lately, especially something like Shovel Knight, I'm like, put this on Vita. I want this on Vita.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I do too, and they are. I think they are. They're bringing it to Wii and 3DS. They've already confirmed that, and I think that they have every intention of bringing this to as many platforms as possible, especially with Sony's new kind of indie-friendly bent.
Exactly.
I think you'll definitely see this on Vita. Exactly. But I mean, they haven't confirmed that. But
I pretty much at this point kind of just expect like awesome indie PC games I see that are pretty low system requirements, especially to just end up on Vita. Like, Sony has really been knocking it out of the park. As far as that goes.
I agree.
And part of this is games like this are also part of the reason that I love playing on PC as well, because it still is so cheap and easy for devs to make stuff like this. It's funny though, like back in the day, this would have been like a team of, like a major studios game, and now this is just like a passion project.
Yeah, I think some of the dudes that are working on this game, I could be wrong, but I think some of the guys that are working on this game are still at WayForward too. So.
Okay, yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Just do it on the side, right? Yeah, I mean, the pixel art stuff, I imagine, is like got to be a really. I mean, they're used to it. A lot of their games from Aliens, not Colonial Marines, but they did an Aliens game for DS and stuff. They do a lot of pixel art games. Shantae.
Yeah, they have. I mean, they're like kind of a cult. Oop, messing this up.
They are one of those studios that whenever I hear about a new Way Forward game, I'm pretty stoked. Oh my God, Colin.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and let it close back up and do it again.
So just in case you're wondering, obviously, Colin, you have played this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Not that Colin isn't innately also really great at games like this. Why, you weren't kidding, man. This is like. So Colin makes it look easy, but I can already tell that I would have a hard time getting through a lot of these sections.
I got baited and switched by that thing over there. Not paying close attention. One of the things I love by this, just the little touches. The flags are in front of the wall. I really like the little things like that. You know?
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
There's never depth in the past to games like this.
There's just a bomb under it.
I would have tried to grab that.
Gotta be careful.
I love enemies like this too, because I'm trying to think. This one almost reminds me 100% of a classic Mega Man one. I can't think of which one though. It does the wave attack.
Oh, you're probably thinking the dog and Woodman stage.
Yes, yes, 100%. Jesus, Colin. That's why Colin had to do this commentary. Yeah, we also have a preview, or at least an initial article kind of about Shovel Knight and stuff that Colin did. You guys should definitely go back and check that out too, if you want to learn more about the game that you kind of haven't already put together from watching this.
For sure, and the game's already funded, so I think you could still contribute and get a free copy of the game when it comes out. But
yeah, and I mean it's coming out this year too. This isn't one of those games that you're going to have to wait for forever to hear. Oh my God, I love it. Oh, and you have to dodge the tickers falling through the air. I love it.
I'm not playing very good here. Might die.
It's okay, it's okay. I'm making you talk too much. It's got you all out of focus. No, you got this.
I think I'm out of magic. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay.
God damn, I love this music. Oh, yeah, you got this.
Didn't want to cheese him, but I'm going to do it. I love when he dies. Crown pulled up. So, I mean, yeah, that's basically Shovel Knight just one stage. And here you go.
Coming winter 2013. Yeah, I mean, everyone should definitely. You can still view the page on Kickstarter, but regardless, like this is definitely a game that people love Mega Man, people love classic side-scrolling games, or maybe you've never played one to always check it out. Like here's one with like modern sensibilities.
For sure,
I think
for sure,
be great. So we're gonna be doing more with Shovel Knight as time goes on, and for a lot more on Shovel Knight and games like it, you can go to IGN.